Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. My name is Cordant and we're back for some more Baldur's Gate 2. So in the last episode we finally escaped from the Spellhold Asylum. We defeated Irenicus, he ran away. Tiax got killed in a very sad moment in history. I love Tiax. But still he perished valiantly, fighting against all that he believed was something to impede his ascension, let's say. And in the process, we got out here, we made a deal with Saemon Havarian, the traitor, to help us escape Brinlaw and go after Irenicus on his boat. During the last episode, Viconia and Jan also leveled up, so I'm gonna begin with their level ups because we're gonna have to check out the high level abilities. So no new proficiency slots for Viconia. As for her abilities, the cleric ones have some pretty cool abilities, but some of them are not as good. Energy blades we've seen before on Palpatine and Edwin. Storm of Vengeance, this pretty much is a rain of acidic poisonous rain and lightning that lasts for 3 rounds on our enemy, so it's party friendly. But it only really deals 1d6 of each element. It could be cool to interrupt people, but not something I really want, at least not at this point. Elemental summoning for some 2 big elemental summons, so 16 HD, and there's a 10% chance that a randomly chosen elemental prince will be summoned instead, so a greater version of these elementals. Globe of Blades, not really gonna take it because of the way it works, not gonna go into it right now. The Deva and the Fallen Deva are kind of like a weaker version of the Planetar, but it's still useful. I will take this later on. Implosion is the one I think I'm going to be taking right now, because of its usefulness and because I like using it. So it has a cast time of 5, duration of 2 rounds, and what this does is, this spell creates a rift in the earth beneath the target, which implodes and closes in upon itself, crushing and burning the target and holding it for 1 round. The spell does 10d10 fire damage and 10d10 blunt damage. The victim can save versus spell for half. Now, why is this spell so good? The damage is nice, obviously, even though they can save for half. But the special thing about this here is that the hold effect does not have a save. So what this means is if this hits, and if the target doesn't have some sort of free action effect on top of him, or isn't immune to hold in some other way, he will be held for 1 round. 1 round obviously isn't that much, but if you think of the uses we had when Palpatine was still a baby Sith Lord in Baldur's Gate 1, and when we used command on Viconia, it would drop a target to the ground unconscious for 1 round. And what that meant is that every single attack made against that target would hit. And at this point, when we can have Korgan, Herdeles on a lot of attacks per round with improved haste, my people with minute meteors hitting fast and hard, 1 round is kind of a death sentence to anyone. So it's a useful spell for the damage and particularly for the no save hold. We also have Mass Raise Dead, which is a more powerful version of Raise Dead. This spell brings up to 5 party members back to life and heals 3d10 plus 1 hit point per level of the caster. Okay, so usual stuff. So not only is this a at most 5 party member resurrection, so you could think of something like, if you pardon my analogy, the I don't remember the name. The blonde angel girl from Overwatch using her spell, at least back when the game got released. It just resurrected everyone instantly. But you can also view this as an AoE heal spell. So 3d10 plus 1 hit point per level of the caster, and Viconia is currently 22, pretty much means it's going to be a full heal on every person in my party except maybe Korgan, because he has more hit points. So also a very cool spell, and it also has a tiny cast time, so it's a very nice spell to have. Aura of Flaming Death can be useful mostly because of the AC bonus. But it's mostly for fighter clerics. Viconia isn't really gonna be relying on AC. And then we also have some Scribe Scrolls and Alchemy. So for now, I'm gonna take Implosion for its usefulness and for the fun. Vicky also got some additional spell slots, in this case a level 5 spell and a level 7 spell. So let's start by fixing up our spells. On level 5, I could take one extra Divine Protection, it's always useful. I don't need any more Chaotic Commands. I could take one extra Flame Strike, although I don't really use it that often, even though because it also has a very long casting time. I can try Mass Cure. So it's kind of like I was talking about just now about Mass Resurrection. This one is a AoE heal for 1d8 plus 1 hit point per level of the caster. So it's not as good, obviously, but there are times where my people are hit by, let's say, Ice Storm, for instance, and I don't usually protect myself from cold. Or we're hit by some sort of lightning effect that hits a bunch of people. This can help out. So 22 hit points plus 1d8, it's kind of nice. So I'm gonna try this one. And for level 7, useful stuff to take would be Symbol Stun, Shield of the Archons as a crappier version of a Spell Trap, but it's still good. Another Regeneration, always good. Greater Restoration is good. Greater Divine Protection is awesome. But I already have Divine Protection. I think that's enough. So I think for fun, also for fun, I think I'm gonna take the Finger of Death. I doubt this will even actually hit anyone. But I can try and make it work and have some fun with it. Okay, so that's Viconia dealt with. Time for Mr. Jan. Actually, let me put some more spells here. So Mr. Jan Janssen. Even though I know as soon as I cast... No, actually I'm going to remove it. Because when I cast Mel's Minute Meteors, I'm going to lose the bonus from the katana. And then I'm going to be missing out on spells I really don't want to miss out on. So, he had some levels... Ah, never mind. I need to level up. Of course. So, on a level up, Mr. Jan is gonna get 2 additional level 7 spells. This is why I was thinking about it. And for the abilities, since he is a multi-class, he has access to HLAs of both the Thief class and also the Mage class. The Mage class, at this point, he can only take this extra level 6 spell. I don't really remember why he can't take any of these. I think it's because they use up a level 9 spell slot. So maybe I will have to wait before I have access to them. I'll have to see. And for Thief HLAs, there's actually a bunch of useful stuff. So Spike Trap is one of the cheesiest abilities in the game. This is pretty much a trap that deals 20d6 damage to anyone that sets it off. And the reason why it's so powerful, it's because there is no saving throw. I believe there is no way in the game to avoid the damage of a Spike Trap. So let's say you find yourself against a tough opponent, a tough boss. You can just set a bunch of Spike Traps on the ground, lure the boss onto the Spike Traps, and he dies. So it's kind of cheesy. At most, I might take this like once or twice for some particular reasons, but I won't be cheesing it, and I won't be using it often. Exploding Trap is a fireball trap. Never gonna use it. Time Trap, as the name suggests, it's a weaker version of the Time Stop spell. It has some different uses for someone like Jan, so for a thief. I will get into that in a bit. We have Evasion and Greater Evasion, which pretty much increases our armor class and saving throws. We have Use Any Item, which is the one I believe I'm going to be taking right now, even though I might not use it that much just yet. At least I don't think I will. But as the name suggests, this allows the thief, or in this case Jan, to use literally any item in the game. So one item in particular that I have in mind is something like Karsamir. Karsamir is the two-handed sword, paladin only, or rather good paladin only item that Jan would obviously never be able to use. With use any item, he can now use it. He can now use helmets. He can now use stuff that's tied to particular classes. So it's a very fun ability to have, and also very cool. It's also passive, it's permanent, so you can always use this. Assassination, also a very cool ability. Not so much for Jan, because he's not that proficient with melee fighting. But what this is good for with Jan, and first explaining the ability. What this does is, in the next round, every strike that the thief lands acts as a backstab. Why is this so good even for Jan? Because if Jan can manage to have a time trap go off, he has 10 seconds where the enemies cannot defend themselves. Which means every strike is gonna land. And 10 seconds of guaranteed backstabs can be quite devastating. So this can be something we'll have fun with later on. Avoid death, not as good, pretty much just makes you immune to death magic and also gives you some more hit points. And then also alchemy and scribe scrolls. So, even though some other stuff could be more useful here, such as time trap for instance, I'm gonna go with use any item, which is more fun. So we're gonna take that. We have no thief skills yet. Okay. And we have some level 7 spells. We are gonna be using, I think, project image and Ruby Ray. Okay.
Don't yell.
Now,
I can hear you just fine.
you still don't have any more of your spells, but that's okay. He is now able to use any item. Awesome. And we are now going to have a rest to get back our skills and spells.
Never had it.
So, what do you be wanting here, hmm? This ain't the friendliest place for strangers to be walking about. Well, I've coin in my purse and a will to spend it. Are you going to turn me away? Not at all, not at all. There may be unfriendly faces around, but a paying customer is always welcome here. Good. Let's rest at the inn. Merchant style. Ooh, cutscene.
You came too late. Didn't I say you would come too late? You will learn to trust me.
She sounds weird. And we're back in Candlekeep.
Don't be afraid. You are safe here, if you behave. I will show you what fills the void. What is now free.
You are not Imoen. She said she has not had any dreams like these.
I lurk behind your soul in the very fiber of your being. I am the only thing left when mind and reason are stripped away. I will show you what you can be, what you can do, if you simply let yourself become what you are. I can show you all of this because I am within. I am what fills the void. I am you. Oh, I'll show you a fight.
She's a Ravager.
You asked for it.
I liked it to her voice.
Asked for it. You asked for it. Oh, I'll show you a fight.
That her voice is still the one that the Ravager uses.
You are to be given a gift. It is a valuable prize. One that you had better appreciate. You worry for your comrades, perhaps? Leave them, abandon them, and become what you must.
Never.
There is great power in your heritage. Use it, and you will become closer to who you are. What you could be. Feel what is in the void. Use the tools that you are given. Become part of something greater. I am in you, and I know what is best. Each time you use it, each time you accept it, you move a little closer to the evil within. Perhaps you lose yourself in the end, but you will go to greater reward than you can know. After all, what does an eternity of nothingness matter when you can destroy all that would oppose your development as easy as one. Two.
Three.
Three. Four.
Nice. 4. Oh, she kills herself. Okay.
5.
Interesting. Okay, so we get to sleep. Oh. Okay, so Palpatine. Palpatine can now change into the Slayer at will. Okay, so I've gained a new ability, which is Slayer Change. And when you use this ability, you take on the form of the brutal essence of Baal, a violent, powerful creature made of teeth and claws. Using this ability reduces your reputation by 2 points, as even those who do not witness the event can sense the corruption caused by giving yourself over to instinct. The Slayer form grants the following benefits. Strength and Dexterity are set to 25, Effective AC set to -9, Magic Resistance set to 40%, Saving Throw set to 2, Attacks per round set to 4. Not much damage. Okay, I guess it's increased by the strength value, but still. Thaco set to 0, plus 100 hit points. Immunity to imprisonment, level drain, stun, and missile attacks. Okay, so I don't think I'm ever going to be using this because constantly lowering my reputation. And I think using this a lot can cause your character to kind of start losing control of himself, I believe. But in a pinch, if I'm about to get imprisoned or something, I guess I could use this to stop it from happening. Yeah, it could be cool.
Execute Order 66.
Just remove my invisibility here. And, okay. So before we head out, there's a couple of things I need to do still. I need to fix Jan's minor sequencer, because it doesn't have one. You're gonna take the typical blur and mirror image. And do you have a contingency? You do.
Yes.
But Edwin needs one. Where is it? Contingency. Okay. Okay. And since this goes up to level 6, nice. I actually thought it only went until level 4. Huh. I might have been drunk. Okay. So what I want is target myself. And I'm actually going to try something different. I'm not sure if if it works on stone skins or... No, when any creature hits a spellcaster for damage. Ah, okay. So if they hit me for damage, it probably means that my stone skin went out, or they're using some kind of weapon that has some sort of elemental affix to it. So what I'm going to do is, if I'm hit for damage, I'm going to activate protection from magical weapons. Very cool. And actually I'm going to change my contingencies, I think, on Jan and Herdelis to also be this, because this is very good. Okay, so that's done. Can I remove this now? I can. Let's put the death spell back. Contingencies are set up. You are also fine. Yeah, because I don't like this one. I can remove it though. Okay, so I'll have this here for the next time I try this. Okay. We are well rested. So you, stone skin please. And like Mr. Saemon said, let's stock up on supply. So I just want to check if anything changed on the stores. Because there was a store, I think it was over here, that sold scrolls and ammunition and stuff. Yeah, it's here.
You make pleasant company, Irene. I'll be glad to
Do you
tell
have
why
anything
your
different?
motley group.
I don't believe that you do. Okay, he doesn't have anything different. Can I sell some stuff, however? I'm gonna sell 2 of these. Some nice money. I can sell the cleric stuff. Really, I don't think I'm ever gonna be using this. Only a +2. Yeah, I'm gonna sell this. Or actually, first I'm gonna check if this is used for some kind of crafting recipe, because I don't actually remember. And the rest of my stuff I want to keep, I believe. Yeah, for now I want to keep the rest. Okay. So sell these. Anything over here? Heart of the Mountain is usable by Shaman only, so I can sell this. I don't think I'm ever going to be using this club, but since it's kind of unique, for now, I will keep it here. Later I'll see. Okay, I think I can also just throw these away. But for now I'm gonna keep them in case I need them for something else. You have Adventar's Gift. You have a bunch of stuff. Everybody seems fine. I may need to refresh this. But not right now. Okay. So, I don't think I need anything else from Brinlaw. So let's see what Mr. Saemon Havarian says.
So be it.
So be it. Here he is. Okay.
I'm glad to see you, though our meeting is colored by the unfortunate events I must relate. I'd hoped them settled, but I am denied.
Goddamn, more lies?
I have no ship with which to offer passage. It has been scuttled in an act of the purest malice. Such villainy I am subjected to.
Oh, poor you. I know a serpent's tongue when I hear it. Even as you offered us passage away from this island, you knew your ship's fate. Why? What do you need from us, male? It does my spirit harm that you would think I would try and cheat you of your rescue. Uh-huh. Perhaps I did not have my ship on hand, but my intentions were well and true. My sole purpose is to find you transport, and by luck of the draw, it is best done by procuring me a new ship. We should hurry, lest enemies return. And what would this plan of yours entail? Well, the obvious course would be to exact a revenge of sorts to procure another ship. And it just so happens that I have the perfect mark in mind. The Pirate Lord, who so maliciously disabled my vessel, has a perfectly serviceable ship of his own. If we could make off with it, we would be set for sure. I killed the Pirate Lord, but tell me more. His ship is moored at the docks. Under cover of night, we could take it most easy. We simply have to make sure the sea gate is open for the bay to be cleared. If you could get the horn that signals the gatemen, we could blow it at night and be gone before anyone is the wiser. Okay. That is your plan. What of guards? We will be seen for sure. Neri and I will turn towards us. Ships leave at all hours, especially the Pirate Lord's. His nefarious business often goes through the night. I will not be idle in this task either. I will see to clearing the docks of those that report us. Come now, what say you to this? It sounds possible. I will help as best I can. Give me the details of the task. The matter is simple, though stealth will be required. The horn is ornate and beautiful, and the Pirate Lord lets his lady, Kaya, keep it safe. Had I the luxury of time, I might try to woo her from it, for it, as she is of suspect morality. So I have heard at least. During the day, the horn is in the care of the well-guarded pirate lord, but at night it hangs in Caius's room. Retrieve the horn from her abode, under cover of darkness, and come to me aboard the ship by the docks. Very well, I will set out under cover of night and retrieve the horn. Yes, for your good, I shall add it to your incentive for a quick and stealthy action. We shall be away with all haste, and you shall take this blade from me for services rendered. Go now, and do what must be done. We'd best take care, my raven. Yon pirate needs us to secure his ship for now, but what assurances have we once we are on the open sea? We've no patron's threat this time to keep us safe. Okay. Did he give me a blade? No, I think it's a reward, I guess.
Execute Order 66.
Okay, so we're gonna head out. We're gonna go into Caius's home. I've already been here. But I guess I could say never with anyone inside. So let me turn off the AI and use my invisibility from the staff to go in. Is this not nighttime?
It's treason, then.
I guess this doesn't count as nighttime. Okay, let's let's head out.
My friend.
Can I rest here? Okay, I can. I forgot my stone skins, god damn it.
What is it now?
Did I want to change something up on... No, I want to change something up on Hair Delise, that's true. So let's remove this. And let's cast another contingency.
At your command, of course.
And this time I want to target myself when I am hit with protection from magical weapons. Done. Now,
Go bother
stone skins all around. And let's rest again until nighttime. Okay, so now it's nighttime for sure. Palpatine, get your invisibility on, my friend. Let's go.
Do you have something you wish to say?
Do you sleep? The time to rise comes soon. This is not the pirate lord. Yeah, it's a lover. Must I go so early? The morning is far away. Stay for a moment then, but no, you must go when come the dawn. The risk of you being discovered here is too great then. Aye, I know, but it was not I that made it so. That was uncalled for. You are my choice for the moment. The past does not matter. It does if we are caught. Desherik is suspicious of you ever since he caught you with that Saemon. That bitch lied again. Ugh, speak not his name. You thought well enough of it to take him as a companion? A foolishness of my youth. His words were pleasing to hear. He is very good with them. That is what you said about me. Then go if you are so offended. I am not. I know where I stand. You stand where I tell you to. If that is not enough, I will seek companionship elsewhere. Man, what a bitch, man. Why do people stay with her? You will anyway. Forgive me. I did not mean to offend. I am beyond offense. I live with the mighty Desherik, pirate lord of the Isle. That offends me well enough. He does seem to care for you, though. Look at the guard he provides you with. They watch over his possessions, including me. My own guard keeps them at a distance. Then let us forget I brought it up. Kaya? Message received. Sleep then. Okay.
Execute Order 66.
Oh no!
But hello.
I wasn't actually I keep forgetting that when you interact with this stuff, you lose invisibility. Who is there? Guards? To my aid! Intruders in my quarters. Oh no. Let me take this. the pirate horn. Now, these are just mere pirates, so I won't even dignify it by fighting them. I can just go invisible and move away. Or actually, let's dignify this. Hello. It's kind of tough. Are they afraid or are they shooting me from afar? Are they using darts? Okay. They hit me. You bitch. Kill the last one. Lovely. Chunks of pirate everywhere. Okay, so let's go back to Mr. Saemon Havarian.
It's treason, then.
Wait. Once I have it, I must meet Simon at the docks. Okay, docks.
Patience, my friend.
I thought it was at the inn. Okay, so the docks, let's go over here. I wish I could go down this way. But I guess not. A bunch of pirates.
Seas are sure rough this time of year.
What's this? Look now, boys. Looks like we've got some volunteers to do some rowing on the ships, eh? So how about it, boy? You going to come and be a slave quietly, or do we have to rough you up a bit, hmm? Pfft. Let me think for a moment. No thanks. So be it. This one will make us a fine slave, boys. Take him. Now, are you insane? Okay, they do have one pirate mage, so I need to be careful about him.
Fate beckons
Let's position you over here. You can go over here. Jan, go back.
Yes, it is.
Vicky, you can also go for a fight, I think. I'm invisible, so I'll just
So be it.
go back here. Now, what does the mage do? Oh, you poor mage. So he has a mirror image, haste, minor globe, shield, ghost armor, and stone skin. So it's pretty much a dead mage.
I'm busy, okay? I'm busy.
Okay. Let's just do something like this. Slow. You can start killing. Where is Harry? Where is he?
readier than a red-cheeked maiden, my friend. Just fine.
Have you nothing else
Why
to
is
do but
Edwin
bother
over
me?
here, man? Go away.
Alright.
Execute Order 66.
Did she really cast a remove magic? Lady? I disapprove of this. Okay, let's speed this up. Jan is just over there tanking, apparently.
A solid blow.
We can hit this guy. Man, they have a fair bit of HP, Jesus Christ. That's what you get. You guys weren't really aware of my party, I don't think. Let's take some stuff to sell. Okay.
Do it.
So where is Saemon after all? Is he down here at the docks? No, this is Golden and Claire. What the hell? Where is Sammy? Did he deceive me again? Is he down here? No. There's a pirate. Ah, okay, he's here. Okay. So, I think we can actually take this opportunity that we've reached them at this point to actually stop the episode here. Because I believe once we speak with him, we're gonna set in motion the transition to the next chapter. And I think that's best on a fresh episode. So yeah, as always guys, I want to thank everyone for being in the channel, watching some Baldur's Gate 2, The Adventures of Palpatine. If you have any thoughts, any questions about the game, you guys know what to do, leave a comment. If you want to get notified about future videos coming to the channel, feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you all in the next episode, where we will probably be heading off this blasted island. Until then, stay safe everyone.